Yo, what up, street talk, street god, street vlogs? Erk in the house, right? Some thoughts. How to become tougher, how to become tough AF as Fudge, and how to get Tesla Model S. Courtesy of Keenan Seneca Kim. All right. So some turbo thoughts for us. So first and foremost, what you gotta do is gotta be a good suburban dad, right? Just find it's okay. It's funny. It's like if people have hit the safety cone in the middle of the night, it means that motherfuckers were driving super dangerously. You see that little drive like your kids live here. Everyone should just buy one on Amazon. Be a good popo for the hood, and also just kind of put it in the middle of the street so people could see it. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Doggy's looking nice.
Does she visit with you?
Her fur looks so good.
She
Good
loves
doggy.
everybody.
Yeah, best friend, like a little like Chewbacca.
A little bit. Yeah, she does
Ugh.
look a little
I like your Allbirds too. You guys both have a nice little wool. Yeah, nice little doggy. Okay, have a good one, your little best friend. What's her name?
Julie.
Hi, Julie. See you later. So yeah, I think it's so funny because like everyone's be tough, right? Tough as nails, tough AF, right? It's like you think you hard, you think you're so tough, you think you're so hard. It's like, why is he acting so hard? It's actually funny because like in high school, obviously all the good things happen in high school. It's actually funny because for the most part, kids are pretty cruel, mean, and sinister to each other, and like even starting elementary school, middle school, maybe I would say maybe start like late elementary school, like 4th, 5th, 6th grade, middle grade, high school. Once you go to college, it's super easy. Everyone's like super, everyone's super nice and kind, but then actually high school is really tough. It is so funny too, like the local gym I go to, most of the guys, first of all, there's like a lot of high schoolers there. I'm like, what? He's like, apparently even 24-hour fitness, you could go to the gym 12, 13, 14 years old as long as you're accompanied by an adult. So I'm gonna tap the gym with Sen when he's old enough. And then, I'm 35, born in 88. A lot of the guys in the gym, it's so funny because this gym is like, I would say it's like 95% Asian American guys, mostly Vietnamese American and like some Korean American. And then in the gym we got some Latino guys and stuff like that, etc. Some African American, some Caucasian guys, not that many, but but anyways, so most of the guys in the gym are like 18, 21, 24. Some of my new friends at the gym, they're like 23, 24. Some guys 27, 28. Met some dudes like, oh, I'm so old. How old are you? He's like, I'm 32. I'm like, bro, I'm 35, right? So anyways, I'm like one of the older guys, I guess, in the gym. But anyways, so everyone would be so tough, right? Tough. But for the sake of what? So first and foremost, one of the bad things about trying to act tough, right, is that it looks like everyone has like a chip on their shoulder, or they're trying to act tough because they were once small or bullied in the past. Even something I'm starting to learn too. A lot of guys at the gym, like, guys right now who are super buff, were once super skinny or fat or something, and were bullied in the past, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get so buff, I'm gonna show them no one's gonna F with me, right? And I think that's what a lot of people think. And like even me, right? So when I was like a kid, right, and then this is when like we're living in New York, and then like I got super duper fat because my mom's working full time, dad's kind of absentee, and I'm just eating like 5 Hot Pockets a day. Got super duper fat in New York as a kid. What grade was I in? I was in the maybe 4th or 5th grade, I don't remember. But anyways, I had like a triple chin. I still remember this in New York. I'm living Bayside, Queens, in the middle of the night, hot, humid summers. I had to put Vaseline underneath my neck just so I could fall asleep because I had triple chin. Everyone called me Thunder Thighs, and I didn't like it, right? And then I had a bunch of moles on my face, so they called me chocolate chip cookie or moly poly or something like that, and I didn't like it. But anyways, kids tease each other. It's pretty normal. But anyways, I was super fat, and then one day I was like, I'm tired of being fat. What am I gonna do? I asked my mom to buy me some dumbbells, so I started lifting dumbbells since I was like 11, 12. Put a rock. My friend Spencer tells me, it's like, yeah, Eric used to put rocks in his backpack and go to run by the pier. Yeah, doing a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, shoulder presses, bicep curls. And then my goal was to just not be fat and be strong, whatever, right? So since then, and so everyone has like kind of an origin story, typically, right? Even one dude I saw, he's a guy who could bench like 4 plates and a 35 on each side, right? He said he was bullied as a kid. The guy looks kind of like skin looks red. People say when your skin looks super duper red is a sign of steroid use. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, he said he was bullied as a kid, and also like I think with Asian guys, small dick syndrome, whatever's. And that was funny because I was like looking at the Farnese Hercules, right? It's like his wee is pretty small, but his balls are probably bigger than most people's heads. And so it's like, it's not necessarily you want to get a big dick, right? It's like you just want bigger balls, I guess, right? And balls could be metaphorical. Ladies have the balls to the ovaries, and technically when we're in the womb, we all start off as a female, and then injected some testosterone, and then either you stay as a female or you turn into a male, and the ovaries turn to the testicles, testes. So all men and women both have testosterone, albeit that the men's testosterone levels are like 100,000x. Why? Because testosterone means a steroid produced in the testes. Men have testosterone, whereas women don't have testicles, so obviously the testosterone. And then men have estrogen too, I think, some, right? And some things I don't really understand is like apparently if you take too many steroids, like your body produces estrogen or something like that. That's why some guys on steroids, they produce like kind of like breast tissue, I guess. Something called gynecomastia or something like that. Like you gotta get some surgery to remove some like breast tissue around your nipples. It gets puffy or something like that. It's kind of like, yeah, anyways, I don't know. So, apparently I don't know. So anyways, just taking testosterone is not gonna make it tougher. Even like what is the point of lifting weights? What is the philosophy of weightlifting? So, one of my thoughts is test your testosterone. It's actually as a means of increasing your testosterone hormones. And also I think that being around other men and kind of having like that competitive environment or people sizing each other up is actually a good way for you to test your testosterone, and it boosts you. So like, for example, the other day, I just did the legendary 10 plates, was at 955 pounds. So 10 45-pound plates on each side. Shout out to Texas Power Bars, the Texas Power Squat Bar. Get the black zinc shaft with the chrome sleeves. Apparently the thing is rated up to like 5,000 pounds, so ain't finna break it anytime soon. When you see the bar bend, you know it's gangsta, right? Like what Hugh Jackman, who probably took steroids, it's like, if it ain't bending, you pretending. I love that. And even like something I've discovered with weightlifting is how do you say this? Weight, to me, like 1 rep max lifting or weightlifting, it's only interesting to me if it requires courage, if there's some sort of chance of downside or failure. So that's why traditional bar weightlifting style, like, doing the rows and the cable machines, is kind of uninteresting to me. It's like, it takes a lot of grit and I guess endurance or overcoming pain to a lot of bodybuilders. But it doesn't take courage, because you're gonna be able to row the thing like 100 times. What's more interesting to me is before you do the lift, you're not 100% sure whether you're going to be successful or not. So that's what drives me. So like floor bench press, right? Rack pull, sumo style, the new Eric Kim school, just YouTube or Google it. And also Atlas lift, 10 plates. Yeah, it's like next time someone meets me, it's like, how much can you squat? I'm like, 10 plates. And they're like, what? I was like, do you even know what 10 plates is? It's like, how much can you deadlift? Over 8 plates. What? But anyways, yeah, I think within this lifetime, some superficial goals I have is Atlas lift 1,200 pounds should be doable without steroids. And also the secret of weightlifting is do it fasted. People are, oh, you need carbs to do it. I'm like, bro, I have quick carbs for the last 7 years. And they're like, oh, you don't have carbs, you can't build. I'm like, no, it's like, I've proven on a 100% carnivore diet, no carbs, no sugars, no pre-workout, no protein powder, no creatine, that you could obviously gain like impressive amounts of muscle mass. And people, oh, be careful, you're gonna hurt yourself, right? People done been telling me that since I was Atlas lifting over 8 plates. I'm like, I have 10 plates now. I'm like, the secret is doing yoga, doing some stretches. I think it's actually a lot of it is hip, knee mobility kind of exercises. Do some yoga stuff. No knee reps, no belt. I'm like, anyone who's using knee reps or belt, they're signaling some sort of type of insecurity side of things. And so as a consequence, yeah, don't trust powerlifters. They're all on steroids too. I think actually I was reading this like Vice article like a while back. Apparently powerlifting is the only quote sport in which steroids, it's like accepted, it's like part of the game, right? And you think about it, it's like Chris Hemsworth, not Captain America, Chris Hemsworth, Thor guy, obviously on steroids, The Rock, obviously on steroids, Vin Diesel, probably on steroids, John Cena, probably on, like everyone's on some sort of steroids, right? So I think I'm not 100% sure, but like, gotta wait for these guys to take off their shirt. Like, if you see guys at the gym who are super duper insanely buff, but they never take off their shirt and flex in front of the mirror in the bathroom, maybe they're hiding the gyno, the breast tissue thing. I don't know. Or yeah. But anyways, a lot of these dudes who are like looking at other guys. He's like, oh, this guy's cheating spot on steroid. Like, it doesn't matter. Just be focused on yourself. But anyways, so one of my ultimate goals is to. I'm just kind of curious, like, what is the limit of the human body? How much can the human body lift and endure to do? And then looking at the Farnese Hercules as an example, it's funny because the Farnese Hercules, the pectorals, chest muscles they look quote small, and then even the deltoids and the shoulders, whatever. But what is super huge, massive, is his abdominal muscles, midsection. Each of his ab muscles looks like a massive bicep. And also obviously the legs, the glutes, the calves. The calves has a vein that goes to his foot. I think all this actually could be attainable IRL in real life. Also the back is insane. So typically now whenever I look at guys at the gym, to know who's impressive is always look at the calves, always look at the thighs, and then judge everything else. So at the gym, there's only one guy I know at the gym who has impressive calves and thighs. He does a lot of sprinting, and I don't know what else he does. He might be on the juice, I don't know. But alas, anybody who puts emphasis, and then also the nice thing with doing legs every single day, people quote skip leg day. It's like, no, that's like the best way to build your testosterone and your strength. And think about it this way. Like, I was thinking about this too. I was like, I've Atlas lifted 10 plates, but now my rack pulls is starting to lag behind at 8 plates and then 25 on each side. Floor bench press last time I tried was like 6 plates, so the legs. So any sort of leg exercise that you leverage your legs, you're gonna be like 1,000x times stronger than anything else. And now as a consequence, now that I've achieved the 10 plate, 11 plates, 12 plates, 13 plates, 14 plates, 15 plates coming soon, I ain't scared of nobody. Like, it's so amazing because like all these dudes trying to size each other, intimidate each other. I'm like, now like I wave to everybody. People give me the salty looks. I just smile and wave to them. And it's kind of like the best way to interact and live in the world. And to not judge whatever's. So to become tougher, start the Atlas lift. Just pretend like you're doing a squat, get under it, lift it up with your legs and put it down. And I was even thinking about the squat. It makes no sense. Like, how much can you squat, right? So you put the weight on your shoulders and you squat down. That should be it, right? Like, once you're done squatted down and then you stand up, that's like almost like a different type of lift. So I almost wonder if it actually makes more sense to put the pin super duper low, put a bunch of weight on the rack, unrack it, step back, squat down slowly, hold the weight on your shoulders, and then just bail it behind you. And then the other lift, which you start super low and then you press yourself up, is almost like a different type of, that's like it's like a squat lift or a squat press. It's almost like a leg press, right? Atlas lift, Atlas press, Air Kim press. What's it called? The Air Kim press. And also some other funny things is that, like, we call it weight lifting, not weight pressing. So any sort of pressing motion, I wonder if it's bad. And I was even thinking about, it's like, as a parent, as a new parent, like, what kind of exercise is actually really useful? So like some sort of farmer's carries. Even nowadays, I'm like lying on my back, throwing sand in the air with my hands, giving a little hang time. So maybe like some sort of like floor bench press, floor dumbbell press motion is good. But above all, like it's all in your legs. So to become tougher, build those demigod thighs. This is how you know you've used buff. You could just flex and do the thigh jiggle. EK style, EK fit.